Yeah, good day everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your boy MJ Lakunle. I greet you all. I say welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you. So today I want to quickly introduce to us how to create reggae backing track. That is, I want to teach you how to create a backing track. There's then let me show you an example, a good example of what we call backing track. So this let me see, you can see so you can see this is what we call backing track. Backing track is just like let's assume something they have played, like a beat, like an instrumental have been created already. So yours is just to play or to play anything you wish to it. Let me assume that now I'm playing it, so I want to solo to it. Look at it. So this is what we call backing track. So you can see I was just doing a little solo to it, just playing any song. You can decide to choose a song, or any reggae song that goes along with this song. You can play to it. You can play to it using any tone of your choice. This is what we call backing track. As you have heard, I will be teaching us today. So moving into today's discussion and today's tutorial, let me say, please, if you are here watching my YouTube channel for the first time and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly do that by subscribing to my YouTube channel now. And please don't forget to like. Please, everything is free. Kindly show love by doing that. May God bless you as you do so. So today I will be teaching us how to create reggae backing tracks using the track control. And where can we locate our track control? You can see it on my keyboard, PSRE 463. Here in my keyboard, you can see it there. On any keyboard, any E-series, any keyboard, you can see it. You can see you can see track control there. So I will be using this. I will use this track control to create a reggae backing track for us. So I think by now we should have known what we call backing track, as I have played for us the other time. To us, you see the way I was playing to it, so I wasn't stressing myself. I've already played everything like instrumental, so I was just doing a little solo, middle solo to it. So I can also record that. But to cut every long story short, let's move into the discussion. How do we do that? Firstly, let me switch off my keyboard, so we start new afresh. You can see now. Let me switch it on. It is now on. You can see now on F sharp. So now how do we create it? Firstly, what you need to do is to locate what we call your song. You can see it right here. You can see the voice, the style, the song, and the groove creator. You can see it right here in my right hand side. You can see it. Immediately you click on it, the song, or immediately you click on song, it takes you direct to it, to the function where we can see GP demo, which is the number one. You can continue, and yeah, which is the number 4, number 5. You can see all that you can see. So you can see them, but what do? We need to look for user. We call something user. We have user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5, user 6 up to 10. So you need to scroll back using this, as you all know that we use it to search. So you need to scroll back, like you turn it backward, like to the left hand side instead of the right hand side, because if you are making use of the right hand side, then it takes you some minutes to get to the user to locate it. So to locate it easily, you need to just bring it back one. You can see user 10, user 9, user. So if you have not used any of the user, if you press it, it won't even, you won't see it sound at all. Like I have recorded something here, I have recorded something here, you can see, but you can see I have recorded something here under it. I haven't recorded anything on 7. So let us just make use of 1 instead of that. So this is user 1 now on my keyboard, and we want to create backing track. Let's say beat is a backing track, because we have added instrument to it, so we call it instrumental. Now, so after locating the user, that is user 1, which the number is 31. So then you go to your voice, pick the voice you need, you want to use, which is I want to, is reggae I want to teach us. So I love using this sound for reggae. So you can see it. You can see the sound. So after choosing the sound, so you need to save it. I've already taught us how to save, how to register memory, to make use of the register memory on our keyboard, using any keyboard, how to register any sound, any voice, any setting you made, how to register it on your keyboard. You can kindly go back to check my YouTube channel to search for how to register memory. You will see the video there then. So this shouldn't be new to you again. So just press it, save it. After saving it, so 1 down, I've saved this. And what sound again do I need? What sound again do I need? Let me see. Let me I need bass. I need bass. So I love to use 5, 6, 8 as my baseline, as you can see. So I will only set it as voice. You don't set it as split voice. If you want to make use of bass, in case you want to create a backing track for yourself, you don't need to create it as a split voice. You create it as a voice. So you can see the voice now. So what do you need to do? Because the voice is tiny, you need to make it like add like this. At least it should be add this way. So what do you I've taught us how to make use of the function. Then you need to go to the M volume to reduce the M octave, which I've already taught us how to make use of the function. That I've also did a lesson. I've explained to us how to make use of that function in one of my videos. You can kindly go and check as well. So now, to cut the story short, make use of the M octave. You can see my M octave. You can see now the M octave is at 0, but I need it to be thicker, not just tiny this way. So I need to bring it. You can see. You can also bring it down. You can see. You can see now, but I need it this way. I need it as. So after you have set it, then you save it as memory 2. Hope you will get. So after saving that as memory too, now click on your voice again. You can see I've chosen the bass. Remember I told you that you don't save the bass line as split voice, you choose it as voice. If it's finger bars you want to use, go to voice, then choose it. So as we move forward, then what sound do we need again? I don't think I need any other thing for now. I just need these two, which is the bass, and I have saved the two. Now the next level you need to go, like you need to understand, after setting the voice, so from the song, choosing the user one, choosing the user you wish to use, then to the voice setting. After the voice setting, then there's a place you need to go, you need to locate, then make an a setting there again before doing any other thing. So um you have set the voice, the bass. So you need to go to function, click on the function, then make use of this category. You can see category right here. You can see one arrow pointing the left and one pointing the right, excuse me. So now just make use of the arrow facing the left, because what we want to locate is the splitting point. You need to locate the split point. So you click it. You can see the more you click it, it takes you there. Now you can see I've gotten there already, split point. Now it's already at 36, but on your keyboard normally, if you get a keyboard, it is 54. But meanwhile, just because I've been using mine this way, that is why you can see it at 36, which is the last number. And that is the last number you should put it. You make sure the split point is at 036. That is the last number, 36. Then what do? After that, you leave that as a setting, then you go back to your voice. After going back to your voice, okay, we need beats. So I'm not going to create beats here myself. We are just here to create a backing track. So I'll be using the style on the keyboard. You know what we call style on the keyboard? You can kindly see that beside the voice. So if we click on the style, it takes you to the beat. You can see. And you remember I told you we are working on reggae, so we need to locate reggae beats. So instead of just searching to waste time, so I have the number here. The number is 160 on my keyboard. 160. You can see it. So this is the reggae beat. On your keyboard you can find your reggae beat as well. Just take time to search for it. But on PSR E463 you can kindly check 160 as your reggae beat number on the style. So I'm using user one, and I've set my voice, and I've reduced the split point to 36, remember, and I have set my beat now. So now to record this thing, now to make it sound like the one I played for you earlier. So now how do we do it? You make sure this, you can see here in my right hand here, pointing to the voice style and the song. So the style, make sure you click on the style before going to the record, not on song. If you go to song, it won't like give you what you want. So just click on the style. After clicking on the style, then go to record. You can see record here in my left hand side. So I don't know where your record might be located in your keyboard, but on my keyboard you can see that is PSR 463, as I said earlier, that the record in your left hand side. You can see quick sampling, you can see demo, you can see transpose, you can see melody, suppressor, you can see audio, you can see audio record, you can see record itself. So we are making use of record. What do you do after you have pressed the style? Just click on the record. You can see now it's it will bring out that it is ready to record. Why is mine bringing you can see now. Yes, in case if you see anything on the face on the screen of your keyboard, maybe replacing a file, then that is they have once record to that file before on your keyboard, but now I'm replacing it, excuse me. So you can see immediately you press the record, that is it is ready to record. You can see now on user one and the record is there. So if I place my hand on it, you will see. So let's do that. What do we do first? We need the sound. I'm using the number one sound first to create the reggae vamping first. So to start it, if you know you are not good enough to start with beat or good enough with beat, you want to start the recording. So after you have set everything I explained to you, so your style, then before pressing the record, you can see now um I've pressed the record. Do you know why it's bringing overwriting on the screen of my keyboard? It is because I've once saved a file on the keyboard. So in case you see overwriting on the screen when approaching this or when you want to try this, don't be afraid. It has nothing to do with it. It's just replacing a file on the keyboard. So that is it. So now it is ready for record. You can see user one record. You can see now on the keyboard. But for you to start, if it's me, because I know how it goes now, I know about the beat, I will start directly. I know the progression I just want to use. But now what we are to do now is that for beginners, just tap this last edge first for it to start. You can see now it has started, but if you say you should start directly, you might go off beat. You can see now it has started. So now you can now vamp to it. You can see, let me do something for us. So now after you have finished playing it, you can see now I press start stop. You can see where you play your beat. There is a button where it is written there start and stop. That's where you play your beat for it to start sound abi. So now after you have played it, and I don't want it to go too far, that is why I pressed it immediately. So you make use of this button, you press it once, then it will bring out right writing, that is it is processing the saving. You want to save it, so immediately it clears up, that is it has saved. Look at what I just did now, using that is the number one level. You can see, just listening to it. Oh yeah, let's go. You can see do do la la re re so so do do la la re re so so. So I've saved this. And how did I save it? When I was playing, so I press this. Immediately you press it, it will bring out writing. Maybe we should try it again and for you to see. Now just listen and watch carefully again. Now I want to record it once again. You can see now it it is ready for recording. It is ready for recording. So go to um your left hand side. I told you, just start the beat this way. You can see now. So you start immediately. You start. If you want to end it, just press this to save it. You can see. Now I want to save. I want to save it now. Look at, I press this and it is writing now on the screen. Now you can see it is ready to play. Now look at it. Want to go? You can see. You can see now that one is saved. So that apart, you have saved that on the user. Now for you to continue with the track control, how do you continue using the track control? Maybe there's other things you want to add to it. Maybe you want to add a solo to it, you want to add a drum to it, you want to add anything to it. Is then you use this track control, the track you have created here as a song, which is the, you can, you know, I call it backing track. You will see reason why it's backing. Now you can see now that is what I created. So for you to, if you want this to go long way, like to last for hours, then you should be able to play it for hours. It's you that determine the duration. It's how long you play it that lasts. If you play for 60 minutes, it lasts for 60 minutes. That is it. Now using the track control, as I said earlier, so after you have saved it, so next thing you need to do is to choose what the sound you want to use. Now I want to add bass. Remember, there's no bass now. I want to add bass, and I've saved my bass as this. You can see the bass. Now I want to add something like this. So now let's do that. So you don't need to bring it back to style again, or bringing it back to anywhere. Yours is to just click on the user one, click on the song. Immediately you click on the song. This time is not style. You click on the song, then you go to your record, and the number you want to save it here. Now I want to save it at number 1, number 2, right? So I want to save the bassline in number 2, which is bass. So you just hold down the record and press the number 2. You can see user 1 record. It is now, this time is not going to replace what you have done there. So the way you tap it here the other time to start is how you tap it again. Now let's do it. Now it is ready for record. Just watch. Look at me. 1, 2, go. Now you save it by pressing this. You save by this, using this. Now I've saved it. Now let's listen to it. It has finished saving. Now listen to both together. Listen to it now. You can hear my bass line. You can see the bass line. Now I have saved that on the keyboard. Now the tool is ready. You remember I told you it depend on the duration. This is the duration I want for it. So now I want to add another thing to it. Let me add another thing to it for you to know. There's something we call is it like a robot sound. Let me try to locate the number on my keyboard. This is I need this cool rod. Okay, you can see. I know you might have heard something like this in a reggae sound before. So now I want to record this as well. So you can see I okay, you know what? Let's use this sound instead of using that sound. Let's use this. Let's add this sound. Now we have created something. At least you can see how it sounds now. You can see the bass line and the vampy. Now listen to it. You can see it now. You can see everything now. So I want to add just one more thing to it. Then I just want to add like trumpet. Let me add trumpet. So this is it. You go to voice, then I've paused it, I've stopped this thing. So I want to locate that. Where is 108? Now I think so I need something like brass, okay, you can see this. Now for me, let me play this thing to it so you can see. Let me play this thing to it, then I will add it to it. No, let's redo that again. Let me add this. I'm just trying to let me add this. Let me add this to it. Now you can see it now. I want to add this thing to it. So it is straightforward than the first one. I was just doing something else. So now what are we going to do this time? I think by now you guys should have known this, that you are not using the style. You go to the song, then it's right in user one, then you go to your record. Before pressing it, make sure you know the number you want to save it. You can save any amount here because I've saved in the number 2. So we have one in the number 1, we have one in 2, and I'm going to save this to the number 3. You can save it to anywhere you want. So you hold the record down, then the number here. You can see now the user 1, then record on the face. Now this edge here, just this edge here, by tapping it just once, this you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 7th key, tap it, it will bring out the beat and it continue. But if it's me, if I'm doing this, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm playing direct. Now look at it. Now let's go. Now you can see I've saved this using the stop button again. Now writing. Now the user is well saved. Let's play it now. Listening to it very well. Now listen to it. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, guys, look at it. Look at what you have been missing for long. Now, I think with this little, you should be able to do something with your keyboard now. At least you do this and play to it yourself. I'm gonna freestyle for you. You see, just with just one song, you will see. I'm just going to do one solo and then just do it. Now, I've saved one. You can save any other one to the fourth, to the fifth, to the sixth. Now let me save one more, then which is I'm going to use this one. So now let me save it to number 3. Now go to, you can see now right on song, the red is that you can see the red light on song, that is I'm on song already. Then the user one is right there in the face. Then record, then the number, which is 4. You can see you hold it down, then the number. Now it is ready. Just watch. Now look at me. 1, 2, 3, go. Then save. That is all. You can see it has saved. Now we are going to listen to this now. Listen to it. You can adjust the volume for everything not to just be rowdy. Now you can see now this is how to make use of the control, the track control right here on your keyboard. You can see anywhere you see track control, this is just the simple way we use track control to create beats for ourselves or to create backing track for ourselves. So this is just everything. So let me just play to it now and then we conclude everything for today. Let me just use this SAS. So now you can before I play, please let me open your eyes to something. Now you can see everything sounding together. You can switch one for one anytime you need it to switch it on. Now let it start. I can switch off the bass. I can you can see I've switched off the trumpet. I've switched. Let me switch off the bass. I've switched off the bass. Let me switch off this. You can see. Let me switch off the fourth. You can see I switched. I've already even switched off everything. I've unactivate everything. So now to activate them back is, now you can see the bass. Now you can add the second. You can up it. You can on this. You can see. Now let me play to it for you to see now. So you can see it is short. I created just short backing track just for just short time. So I don't think it's up to 1 minute, and what I played was just 1 minute. So you can do this like the one I created here on my keyboard. You can see, let me go to, you can see user 9. So user 9, you can see what I did here. Now you can see what I did. So this is the one I created, and this is over an hour I created this. So now you can actually create yours now with this little tutorial. It's not even little tutorial. Let me tell you, this is one of the greatest tutorial. So this, I think by now you should have gained one or two things by now. Create anything you want, play to it yourself. So please meet me in my next tutorial. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like. If you are here watching my YouTube channel for the first time, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, and please hit the notification bell for you to be able to get the notification of my next video. Thank you.